Now, guys, I don't know if y'all can see all this heavy smoke. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but somebody caught something on fire on the first pretty warm day we've had, which is right on par with the rest of it. So y'all know that little filter you're supposed to have between your mouth and your brain that keeps you from saying stuff? Yeah, I don't have that. Let's talk about it. Dive into it. Alright guys, welcome to this episode of Rolling with T-Bone. As of course we're rolling out on Miss Kitty, who's spitting at me. If she sits for a while and idle, she don't like it. Oh yeah. If you're new here, welcome in. My name's T-Bone. I shoot motorcycle related content and any kind of content really. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed yet, I welcome you to go check out a few more of my videos. And if you think I'm right for you, consider giving T-Bone a subscribe, a like, and a share, and become part of the Rolling with T-Bone crew. If you're old here, welcome back. You know what's going on. As, like I say, on an absolutely stunningly gorgeous day, light jacket, light gloves, lights in the sky, lights in front of me. Hey truck. Just an absolutely gorgeous day. But anyway, I am sidetracked because y'all are just coming along with me on one of my fun rides. I do a lot of these rides, just get out and hit the back roads and just enjoy a little bit of riding. I have got to get, I've noticed, I went back through some of my videos. Blue Moon hasn't been on the channel for a while, neither is Big Papa, which I've got to get Big Papa over to Appalachian Mountain Rides. Got to get the milkman to put a couple of wheels on him, a couple of tires, and 3-hole oil change. He's due, and then he'll be ready for the summer, for being R1 to hopefully get to lay some pretty miles down this summer. Yeah, that's about right, guys. So in other news, I am back on the new GoPro today. I hope that I angled the camera up a little better this time. Of course, I may not notice it until I start editing. If I didn't, then, well, you look at the road. The filter between your brain and your mouth that keeps you from saying stuff. Yeah, buddy. I don't have it. You know, that things that flies into your head that you really shouldn't say, that's usually the first shit I blurt out. So you know why? Because I really don't care. And I know what somebody's gonna say. They're gonna say, yeah, but last Monday, T-Bone, in your episode, you said you had a video that you wasn't going to put out because you wasn't sure. I know, but it's a different video than what I'm about to shoot right now. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Now, the meat and potatoes are as follows. Flip posed a question. And guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a great question. It actually got me and probably Recycled Hooligan and Georgia Hillbilly and Neil M and Scott Free and Julie Smith and everybody who hangs out inside the chat at Rolling with T-Bone. Tony Munkets probably got us all kind of scratching their head because it was a great question. And the question was, why do not the big, why do not oh my God, y'all, I don't need comedians, I entertain myself. Why do not why doesn't the oh my gosh, why doesn't the bigger YouTube channels that we all support come and support our channels? A great question. It's a fantastic question. I don't have an answer to it, but it is a fantastic question. Why don't the bigger YouTube channels come and support all of us? Now, I know what you're going to say, because I know you're sitting in a beanbag chair in your underwear with your right hand in a bag of Cheetos and your left hand holding your tablet or your cell phone, and you're saying, yeah, T-Bone, come on now. Well, listen, we go to these bigger YouTube channels, and I'm not going to call out any YouTube channel by name. We all know who they are. But we buy their merchandise. We're there every time they drop a video or a live premiere. We're there basically every week, or at least every time that they drop a video, and we are supporting their channel. We're supporting their organizations. We are doing a lot of things to help them out. But yet, at the end of the day, they're not reciprocating the love. They're not returning it to us and coming over and joining our channels and watching our videos. And now, I know some of y'all are thinking you know who this video's about. It's not just about him. It's not just about them. There's a lot of YouTubers that have a lot of followers that I actually follow and that I actually communicate with through comments and such things that don't follow me. Not that I would ever demand that that's what they... And let me go ahead and say that now. I'm not demanding that anyone come and join my channel and watch my videos. I would never do that, ever. But you know, if you've got people buying t-shirts and coffee mugs and hats and jackets, and you know, they're dumping hundreds of dollars into your business, well, shouldn't you kind of show them a little bit of love and a little bit of support? You know, even if you don't watch all their video, kind of skip over it and get the gist of it, and you know, leave them a thumbs up or hey, great video. But you know, I get it. That's not how this whole thing works, but I have been fortunate enough through my YouTube channel to meet guys like Flippin' the Blue Mule, Recycled Hooligan, Julie Smith, Tony Munkins, Scott Free, Georgia Hillbilly, Egghead Rock, Slickhead Customs, Hippies Chopper Corner, Rich and Wrecked. And these are all folks that I talk to pretty regular. And mainly in other people's chats that we're supporting. So, you know, I don't know why they don't come to our channels and watch. You know, there's only one video that I'm pretty certain one big YouTuber showed up to watch on my channel. And that was because it was a video about them. But I would never say that they have to, I'm not going to go out on and say, well, if you don't watch my channel, I'm not going to support your channel. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe in the long run, T-Bone just should shut up and not worry about it. But at the end of the day, like I said, it was a very interesting question. And why don't you show us love? Now, I'm only going to start speaking for myself from here on out. I know that my channel is not that exciting. I get that. I'm not a comedian. You know, I crack myself up more than I crack anybody else up. And I think a lot of people join in on my rides and my videos because pretty scenery, which today is covered in smoke. Somebody set a mountain on fire or something. But you know, the scenery, and I'm a real person. I mean, I think I come across in my videos, Recycled Hooligan mentioned it. He said, you know, he said people enjoy your videos because you're a real person. And that's what I try to be. You know, I'm just T-Bone. That's just who I am. Dude, I'm 46-year-old. I'll be 47 this coming August. at this point, I don't know how to be anybody else. You know, I've ridden motorcycles ever since I was 8 years old. I've been riding motorcycles longer than I've been an adult. This is my passion. This is what, and you know, I can go back to when I first started shooting my videos, because I thought, man, it's just, I saw this guy's channel and he just talked doing what I'm doing, and he just had, it wasn't political, it wasn't political commentary, it was just talking about common sense stuff. And I was like, dude, I would love to do that. I can do that. And then I set out on a year-long journey, and that's what other people got to understand too about my channel. It took me from the time that I announced on my Facebook page and I dropped a short video on YouTube that I was going to be doing motovlogging. It took me 1 year and I want to say it was like 2 months, so it was like 14 months, but it took me over a year to get to here, to this. It took me over a year to do it. It's taken me 3.5 years to save up for this camera. You know, I don't have a Patreon, and people have said, hey, well, you know, how can we, I don't need that. I don't need you guys' money, because here's the problem with taking money. Like, some people need it. Like, you know, our brother 9 Mills, and 9 Mills is another one who supports my channel. And Matt's going through a lot of health problems right now. 9 Mills on 2 Wheels, guys, go check his channel out if you're not already subscribed to Matt. Jump down there and just let him know you're praying about it, you're thinking about him, you're praying for him, because he's going through some serious health stuff. And you know, I've only ever seen Matt's videos and talked to him in the chat, but he seems like I think his name's Matt. I may be just completely misstepping right here. His name may not even be Matt. He may shoot me with his 9mm next time he sees me. But go show the man some love. But you know, he needs that extra help. That Patreon, you know, that money helps him out a lot. It helps subsidize, because you know, he is retired. He is going through, he's got, you know, cancer trouble. He's having to have his foot chopped up. The man's going through some stuff, and he needs that money. And you know, if you're trying to make a business out of this to where you can survive, you need the money. So what I'm saying is, thankfully, thank God I don't have to have that. You know, this is all me. I pay for all this stuff. So as long as I can do that, I mean, I work a great job. I mean, I love my job. It gets busy, it gets tedious around the spring and the fall. It does prevent me from going a lot of places, doing a lot of things, but man, I love my job. I really do. So, you know, am I banking big money? No, but my kids have pretty well much got everything they need, and they've even got things they wanted. R1's got her, you know, I've tried to get her what she's wanted, but I've always tried to make sure my family's needs were met before anything else. And I've always tried to be that way. You know, if R1 comes to me and she says, hey, I can't take care of this, or this, you know, I jump in there and I do my best to try to take care of it. But I don't need, you know, the Patreon thing. And here's one of my problems, and again, this is just me, is when you accept money for creating content. And somebody may be out there and they may comment and say, hey, you're looking at it totally wrong, T-Bone. That's not the right way to look at it. But the way I look at it is, if you're funding me to do this, then I feel like I'm beholden to you. And then I feel like I have to shoot certain kinds of content. And I don't want that. I really don't. I don't want that. So, yeah, but, you know, like I said, there are people that need it. There are people who are trying to build their life with YouTube, and it's working for some people. Some people are doing great with it. I don't feel, and again, this is just me personally. I'm not trying to be self-deprecating. I'm not trying to do anything but just state the truth to you. I don't feel like I'm that entertaining as a YouTube content creator, because I just talk about normal stuff. You know, I bust my own gut laughing. But I try to do nice rides. I try to stay consistent with my content, and that's all I know what to, you know, that's all I know how to do. But, you know, I just don't, man, I know it sounds bad when I say that, but I just really don't want to be beholden to no one. I just don't. And, you know, I feel like when you start getting paid to do this thing and you start taking money, and, you know, I'm not big enough or have enough views or enough subscribers for YouTube to offer me the partnership. Although, according to YouTube, I have met all the criteria, the 4,000 views, da-da-da-da-da. The only thing I don't have is the 1,000 subscribers. And guys, if I never get to 1,000 subscribers, that's perfectly all right with me. I'm not even sure where I'm at right now on subscribers. I think the last time I looked, it was like, I think Flip and the Blue Mule had put it in my comment section that it was like 463 or something like that, 60 or 461, somewhere right along in there. Because I don't have really time to go look at it. I know that sounds bad, but I don't. But, you know, it's just one of those things, guys, that it's just a personal preference, I guess, is what it basically comes down to. It's just my personal preference. But yeah, guys, that's kind of it there, you know, just on that section. It's just, you know, like I said, that, you know, some things you just better left unsaid. That's usually the first thing I say. If it's better left unsaid, you can bet I'm probably 100% going to be the first thing that flies out of my mouth. But, you know, it is what it is. I try to, I do try not to take everything too seriously. I try not to take myself too serious, but, you know, I've got kind of a warped sense of humor about things. Not to say that, you know, I have a gory sense of humor or a macabre sense of humor. I don't. I find humor in certain things. And usually the things that I find humor in are other things that people go, well, that was bad. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really think it was bad. I think it's funny. You know, and again, I'm not going down the rabbit hole, but I had spoke last week about the whole Kanye West thing. Well, dude, I got into that rabbit hole, and it seemed like P. Diddy, Puffy, Puff Daddy, Puff P, whatever he calls himself this week, he's in trouble. He, you know, apparently he was doing a lot of bad stuff to his girlfriend, sadly. But, you know, they were talking about, oh, he's being falsely accused, and people are saying, oh, no, I find humor in that, because here's the problem, and this is why I find humor in his situations. Don't click stop. Is because he's one of those guys who made his first $1 billion, became a billionaire. I mean, Sean Combs is his name, Puff Daddy or whatever. He is a billionaire, up there with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and there's another one that's a billionaire, Jay-Z, Kanye, Diddy, Will Smith. No, what was it, Will Smith? Did he? No, he's not part of the Billionaires Club yet, I don't think. But anyway, you know, like Will Smith's having to face the backlash for slapping Chris Rock. You know, he had to turn in his membership to the Grammys. He's banned for 5 years. And he went on stage and he slapped Chris Rock over a woman who was not even living with him, who was cheating on him every time she got a chance. She's a bad, bad woman. Jada Pinkett, his wife. Oh, geez, guys. Like I said, I'm not getting deep into that rabbit hole because it's bad. It's a mess. It's really, really a bad, bad mess. All right, guys. Had to make a pit stop. But we're back at it. So I guess the last thing to talk about is the camera. I kind of dig it. The video last week, first video I shot with it, wasn't bad to edit. It really wasn't. It actually seemed like the clips, because I shoot in clips, which is a lot of starting recording, stop recording. If you see like it blink between scenes, like an eyelid blink or a turn of the page, that's the end of the scene, because I shoot scenes. Usually I shoot 3, 4, 5 minute clips. With the 7, I can actually shoot up to about an 8 minute clip. I can shoot solid and never edit anything, but YouTube don't like that. Neither does my the U-Cut video editor that I use. They'd rather have clips. Well, I don't know. I say that. I don't know. I could probably, which I'd rather do it in clips, because, you know, if I lose my train of thought, you know, or get ready to change subjects, I can go from clip to clip. And that's pretty well much what I like to do. But I do like the camera. I've noticed that the voice commands do pretty good. Shoots great image. Even at 1080p, it shoots clear. So, you know, maybe it was a good investment. Maybe it'll last me for a while. I don't know. I have done research on these cameras even before I took and saved up and bought this one. It's just like every other GoPro, 7s, 8s, 9s, all the way back to the very, you know, original GoPro. Some people like them, some people have issues with them. Of course, I did have that one GoPro 8 to quit, just glitched out, quit. Never would turn back on. You know, Gene Smith hooked me up with a GoPro 8 he had that he never used, and that kept the channel going, which I still use that camera. But there was a time the 7 was one I bought brand spanking new, which I bought the first 8 to quit. I bought it brand new, but I bought them when they were lower priced. But which is basically why I've got the 10 and not the 11 or the 12. I had to wait for the price to go down just a little bit on them. But hopefully it's going to do good for us, guys. I really do hope. I hope that I've got it tilted back far enough. Of course, looking through the screen, I won't know for sure until I edit it, but I believe it'll be alright. If not, I'll inch it back a little bit further next time. But I'll tell you what, guys, I think for today's video, that's kind of going to bring it to an end. I know this past weekend was the Forgotten Angels camp out. I know a lot of people were going to go down. I hope everybody had a good time, and I hope everybody made it down there safe, and I hope everybody makes it back home safe. But yeah, ponder that yourself. Why don't the bigger YouTubers come and show us a little bit of love? I mean, Flip raised a good question, and Hooligan, I would say Recycle Hooligan will probably end up making some kind of video on it, and his may even premiere before mine. But yeah, you know, it's a really good question. It really is. But like I said, again, let me reiterate, I would never demand that they come and watch my channel. That's not how it works. But I'll tell you what, guys, for now, I think that's going to be pretty well much where I'll lay this video at. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell that lets you know that T-Bone has uploaded a video. And like I said, if you're new here, go check out some of my other videos, and then maybe consider giving us a subscribe and becoming a part of the Rolling with T-Bone crew. But guys, until the next time, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and hey, thanks for watching.